Give me the next 7 days and I will change your life for forever. The real first step to achieving the body you want is to become someone different. Everything you have right now is a product of who you are. If you want something more, you must first become something more. You see, there are 3 steps to having. Step number 1 is be, step number 2 is do, and step number 3 is have. We all want to get to step 3. We all want to get to the having. We all want to have something. However, in order to have something, all having is the result of doing. You got to do something in order to have something. Problem is, people start with step 2. They think I don't have because I don't know what to do. The real first step is to start with step number 1 and become someone different. If you want something different, you must first become someone different. My business mentor says it this way. He says people don't consistently act in a way that's inconsistent with how they see themselves. So what do you have to do? You have to change how you see yourself. So now you might be asking, how do I become someone different? Well, this all goes back to your programming. See, we're all programmed in a certain way. Your programming drives who you are. Your programming is what causes you to do what you do. And if you ever wondered what's my programming about something, ask yourself, how do I respond to different things? If ever you hear someone talk about losing weight or going on a diet or they want to lose X amount of pounds, what's your first thought? If they talk about losing weight and your first thought is, I can't do that, or I'd like to lose weight, but I can't do it, or you think about all the times you've tried to lose weight and it didn't work, or all the diets you've gone on and you lost weight but then gained it right back, or all the times you tried to start something new and then it fell to the wayside. Why did it do that? Because you started with step 2. You think I don't have what I want to have because I'm not doing what I want to do, or I don't know what to do. When in reality, you didn't succeed because you didn't start with step 1. You must first change your programming to become someone different, because once you become someone different, you'll automatically do the things you need to do to have what you want to have. Like I said, people don't consistently act in a way that's inconsistent with how they see themselves. You're trying to act in a way that's different with how you see yourself. But if you change how you see yourself, then you'll change your actions and then you'll change your results. If you want something different, you must first change what you're doing. Now you might be asking yourself, how do I really start with step 1 and become someone different? Well, if you want to become, all becoming starts with your programming. Everybody's programmed a certain way. If you want to know how you're programmed, ask, how do I respond to things? Whenever someone's talking about weight loss, do I think, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could lose a few pounds. Or do you automatically think, I couldn't do that. You think of all the times you tried and failed. You think of all the times you went on a diet and lost some weight, but then immediately gained it right back. Well, when your programming is a negative programming towards weight loss. Your programming is, I can't. Your programming is, I won't be able to do that. Your programming is, I've tried and failed. And you have to change your programming. You see, your programming manifests itself as images. Again, whenever I say weight loss and you automatically think of the times that you haven't been able to do it or the times you've gone on a diet and it didn't work, currently your programming is, it won't work. It can't work. Or maybe it can work for them, but can't work for me. And then, once your programming is formed, it then comes out in your words and images. So whenever someone brings up weight loss, you automatically say, I can't do that, or that's not for me, or I hope you get the body you want. Because what you take in goes through the filter of your programming, manifests as an image, and then comes out in your words and actions. So because your programming is negative, your words and actions are negative. Again, everything you have in life is a product of who you are. You create the life around you. You create your reality. Have you ever noticed how you have exactly what you say? You say, I can't lose weight. I'll never have that body. So that's why you don't have that body, because you keep creating your own world of not having that body. So if you want to change if you want to become someone different, to do something different, to have something different, you must change your programming. So how is our programming formed? Our programming is formed by what we take in, both by what we say and both by what others say. The problem is often our programming isn't formed by ourselves. Our programming is formed by outside people, either our parents, our siblings, our friends, who we grew up around, the experiences we have. Our programming is formed because of outside influences. So then that way, when someone else says you can't do that, it goes through your programming filters it out, and you either think, yes, I can, or no, I can't. It just depends on your programming. Because trust me, when you change your programming to something positive, even if someone says, no, you can't, that filters through your I can programming and it says, that's nonsense because I can, and I can't wait to show them. So your programming is formed by what you take in. And that also means that if you start speaking positive things, you will begin to reform your programming, which your programming will then manifest into a positive image, will then come out in positive words and positive actions. And when that happens, again, once you become someone different, you'll automatically do the things you need to do to have the results you want to have. Again, your problem is you're starting with step 2. You're trying to do something first without becoming something. And because you start with step 2, you automatically fail because you haven't gotten to the root of the issue, which is your programming. So now you might be thinking, how do I do this? How do I change my program to become someone different? Well, in order to change your program, you have to reprogram. And here's my 5 steps to a reprogrammed mind. And like I said at the beginning, give me 7 days. Do this for 7 days, and this will change your life. However, you must do this for 7 consecutive days. If you skip a day, start over. So do this for 7 days and think about it. Is what you want in your life, is the body you want, is that worth 7 days? Of course it is. So here is my 5 steps to a reprogrammed mind. Step number 1 is write down what you want. Be specific and be brief. Try to get what you want into a single sentence. Try your best to get into a single sentence. Step number 2 is write down your immediate thoughts about step number 1. And if it helps, it might even help to say step number 1 out loud. That way you can hear you say it, and then those images can start to form in your mind. And then write down what those images are, what comes to your head, or what phrases comes to your head. If it's something like, I can't, or I'm not good enough, or someone else can but I can't, or that's not for me, write that down. Again, be specific and be brief. Step number 3 is write down the exact opposite of what you wrote down for step number 2. If in step number 2 you wrote I can't or it's not for me, step number 3 is I can and it is for me. Step number 4, and this is probably the most crucial step. Step number 4 is create a detailed picture in your mind of what it will be like to have what you wrote down for step number 1. If step number 1 was I want to lose 40 pounds, well, write down or think in your mind, what would it be like to wear the jean sizes of someone who is 40 pounds lighter, or buy the shirt sizes of someone who is 40 pounds lighter, or what clothes, what do you want to do if you're going to lose weight, or what do you want to do if you could become something different? Form a detailed picture in your mind of what this is and keep it there and hold it there and don't let it go. Step number 5 is with that picture in mind, say out loud twice a day. Say out loud what you wrote down for step number 3. Say it right when you wake up in the morning and right before you go to bed at the evening. And when you say it with conviction. Say it like you believe it. Say it as if it already happened. And then as you begin to say it, and as you're telling yourself this, you will begin to reform your programming. Like I said, do this for the next 7 days and do it with 100% effort. The future of you, the future of what you want, hinges on the next 7 days. I challenge you, do this. Try it. If it doesn't work, okay, you already have something. You keep going like you're going. But if you want something different, give me the next 7 days. And then after you reprogram yourself, and as you begin to do things differently because you think about yourself differently, I can't wait for you to put in the comments, hey, this worked, because I can't wait to hear about what you are doing and the changes you are making because you took this 7-day challenge. Take the next 7 days, do these 5 steps, do them with conviction, and you will change your life for forever. Now, whenever you are, saying these things once in the morning and once in the evening, if let's just say the phrase you wrote down was I'm not enough, so then your phrase you confess would be I am enough. If your phrase that you say is I am enough, and you feel like, or you're one of those ones that's gets empowered from saying this, keep saying it just like that. But if you're one of those people that says like, well, I'm saying I am enough, but I'm just lying, aren't I? Well, if you feel like it's lying, don't say I am enough, say I am becoming enough. And then with all your phrases, say I am becoming enough. I am becoming, doing less weight. I am becoming someone who makes the right decisions. Say I am becoming instead of just I am. And here's the secret to my 5 steps to a reprogrammed mind. It's not just for weight loss. Whatever you want in life, if you want a promotion, if you want to go to school, if you want to go back to school, if you want to achieve something you've never done, if you want to open your own business, take these 5 steps, do these 5 steps, and then you will begin to see yourself, you will begin to see yourself think differently about anything you want to do. You'll begin to believe you can do it. And then anytime an idea pops in your brain, you won't automatically think, oh, that'd be nice, and throw it away. You'll think, oh, I bet I could do that. And then you take these 5 steps with that new idea, and then you begin to change your whole world. Because again, as I said at the beginning, everything you have in life is a product of who you are. So if you want something more, you must first become something more. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you learned something or if this was inspiring to you, let me know about it in the comments below. If you watch this video in the future and you did these 7 steps and you come back to it, let me know how it worked in the comments below. Thank you for watching again, and you have a good day.